The demolition of our old garage and rebuilding the new one really motivated us to rethink our garden space. Over a few years, we added new pathways, new fences, a fairy garden, a garden railroad, more arbors, and a koi pond. We transformed this space with the addition of a flagstone path through one of the garden beds leading to the lawn and a trellis growing Niobe clematis against the garage. We added a fence along the lot line for privacy, allowing us to really enjoy the William Baffin rose growing on the arbor. We moved our fairy garden to this new and much larger space and built a small patio from which to enjoy the miniature pond and waterfall. We also started work on a garden railroad which now runs the entire 100 feet of the garden and includes another small pond and railway bridge. Our garden now was looking much more like what we had envisioned, with curved beds and pathways. However, we were not happy with the position and shape of the raised bed, and the fountain in the middle seemed too dominant in the small space. We enjoyed our fairy garden and railroad pond so much that we started thinking about including a full-sized pond in our garden. We knew we couldn't tackle such a large-scale project on our own, so we hired Gem Ponds in Roselle, Illinois, to build a pond for us. After talking with our pond builder, we agreed that the raised bed was in the right location and roughly the right size and shape for a pond. Since the redbud tree that we had planted in the raised bed was dying, it wasn't a difficult decision to remove it. Before the pond building crew arrived, we moved all the perennials and shrubs from the raised bed into other spots in the new garden beds. The large flagstones that had formed the raised bed were removed and used to create a berm at the end of the waterfall box and raise the waterfall. The pond was dug to a depth of 2 feet in the center with shelves dug to form the sides. A rubber pond liner was placed into the dug shape and rocks added to form the sides of the waterfall. It was really exciting to turn on the pump and see and hear the waterfall for the first time. It was even more exciting, however, to see our new koi exploring their new home. Maintaining and caring for our pond and our fish has given us so much satisfaction and joy over the years. It has attracted wildlife, including birds, ducks, dragonflies, and frogs. Most importantly, it has attracted neighbors, and our pond has brought us so many new friends over the years. We soon realized we had a responsibility to protect our fish from predators, including the great blue heron. Following the advice of members of our pond and koi club, we covered the pond with netting and placed string around the perimeter to deter the heron. We later learned that these precautions weren't necessary due to the way the sides of the pond were built, making it difficult for the heron to simply wade into the pond. To meet requirements of our village, the pond could not be any deeper than 2 feet. This meant that we needed a way to prevent the pond from freezing over in the winter. Members of our pond and koi club provided a service where they would erect a greenhouse over the pond. Covered in plastic, it provided an environment that was more than 20 degrees warmer than the outside environment, and the pond never iced over, protecting our fish. This was plainly not convenient, so we added additional fencing and gates to comply with village requirements and decided to make the pond deeper and larger so that it would not need to be covered in the winter. But that's a story for next time. Watch the next episode in our Garden Transformation series to see our larger pond and several other major changes to our garden. See you next time.